All right, welcome into Broadlines, the only online sports betting show you don't actually need. I am Kyle Scott of CrossingBroad.com. He is Jason Ziernicki of
BetNewJersey.com.
All right, we got a lot to talk about. Today is Monday, coming off opening weekend in Major League Baseball, also the regional finals. So let's talk a little bit about the upcoming Final Four. We have two lines. We have Virginia as a minus 5.5 point favorite against
Auburn.
And we have Michigan State as a 3-point favorite against
Texas Tech.
Jason, you got thoughts?
Thoughts on the money line. Obviously, Auburn's been, I think, surprising people so far. And if you think they're going to continue to, a plus 195 money line against Virginia obviously would be attractive. Texas Tech, I've been riding them all tournament long if you followed me on Twitter a little bit. Got a plus, I believe, 135 money line against Michigan State. First glance, first thought here, I think the run ends against Michigan State, but we'll see where the money moves here this week.
All right, so I don't have a lot of thoughts yet. However, I gotta dive into it a little bit more. However, this 130.5 over under in any game involving Virginia feels a little high. This is a team that loves to hold teams in the low 60s into the 50s. Now you got a game that's being played on a massive stage in the Final Four where shooting, I know statistically isn't as bad as you might think playing in a cavernous stadium, but against a Virginia team that plays devastating defense and quite frankly, I think still struggles to play offense, despite the fact they put up 80 points the other day, I'm all over the under on this. The under of 130.5 has hit 4 of the last 5 games for Virginia. Now you're moving it to a Final Four scenario in a massive stadium where shooting can be difficult to come by. That's my one play early here that I like, is the under any Virginia game. However, with it being that high, I don't know. The line might be telling me something.
I like where it is.
Okay.
I'm with you. All right, looking at the odds to win the Final Four, Virginia comes in as the favorite at plus 130. Michigan State up next at plus 190. And now we're going to get into the value, obviously, Texas Tech plus 400 or 4-1. And then Auburn at plus 650. Obviously, I think the injury issue there coming in with Auburn got over the hump against Kentucky. Maybe here now we start to see some of those issues show their ugly heads for the Final Four for the Tigers.
See, I kind of like Texas Tech at the plus 400 here. I feel like that's good value. I am not sold on Virginia. I am not sold on Tony Bennett. I just don't like him. I don't like the way he plays. I think his teams are bad for college basketball. It's like he's found a glitch in the game occasionally with the way their defense is. I know they have better scoring this year. I can't get over their upset last year. I don't like him, and I hate them at those odds.
If we're looking at Narrative Street, lose to a 16.
My favorite road.
Lose to a 16 seed one year, come back and win the national championship the next. I could kind of see that happening, but who knows?
I just hate the odd. Those are too low odds. I need him at plus 400 to take Tony Bennett, Virginia Cavaliers. Give me anybody else.
Yeah, not going to happen there.
All right. All right. So how about this one, Jason? The most bet game in DraftKings Sportsbook short history in New Jersey. I would assume that means any New Jersey online sports bet. The Duke-Michigan State game had the largest total handle of any basketball game, pro or college.
I'm not surprised to hear that. Obviously, Zion Williamson, the hype of Duke, when you had some, 49% of ESPN brackets having them going to at least the Elite Eight. The crowd, the public, everyone there, obviously almost a year now for Jersey being legal sports betting. I'm not surprised to hear that for DraftKings.
How much hedging do you think there were on bets for people who had Duke to win it all and then they took Michigan to hedge a little?
I don't know. I mean, I guess in Vegas you probably see more of that. Not really a mature market here yet in Jersey, so my guessing is it wasn't too much of that. But maybe we'll get some numbers from DraftKings to help us out in that department.
Kind of ironic, the most bet basketball game is a college game, considering you can't even bet on the New Jersey colleges, which is super frustrating every time Seton Hall plays, in case you care about putting money on Seton Hall all the time. All right, so one of the things last week talking to the Wizard over at PointsBet was that they got absolutely killed on opening day by the Yankees, Mets, and Phillies. They represented 50% of the total handle at PointsBet that day. All those teams won. No doubt, across the board in all sports, the local teams will be getting the majority of the bets. The Phillies opening series sweep I would imagine the sports books in New Jersey, what do you think, got a little bit killed this week on the Phils?
I think they got hurt on the Phillies, but then you have the Yankees losing 2 of 3 to the Orioles. The Mets with a heartbreaker on Sunday against the Nationals. I'm guessing it probably evened out there a little bit. If Pennsylvania online sports betting was up and active, I think we would have heard some horror stories for the Phillies sweep. But Jersey probably made out okay once the weekend started.
We did have one bettor at DraftKings who put a $12,500 bet on the Phils money line last night against the Braves. $12,000 on a regular season baseball game. Must be nice. He won, so he won $7,000+. Ended up with $20,000 at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's got to be the biggest baseball bet so far, right?
That's a great betting trend to follow this year, guys. Home team going for a sweep in a series. Keep an eye on that betting trend all season long. It'll most likely treat you pretty well.
All right, we got some. We also got some NFL over/unders that have come out over the last week. I believe at PointsBet. I don't think DraftKings has these up yet. What do you got?
Well, introduced on Sunday from out in Vegas was CG Technologies. All right, so they were the first to come out with their NFL over/under wins. Grabbed everybody's attention. But PointsBet, as Kyle just said in New Jersey, was the first NJ sportsbook to come out with theirs. So here locally, here's how it came out. Eagles 9.5 over/under wins. Okay, Jets at 7. Giants at 6 wins. The lowly Giants. But tied into that, I will say, if there is
6 or 6.5?
6. Yeah, so they only threw the hook on the Eagles. So straight 7 on the Jets, straight 6 on the Giants, and then throwing a little hope to Giants fans. Odds for Dwayne Haskins, first to be the team who drafts Dwayne Haskins, your ex-Ohio State star quarterback. The Giants are favored at DraftKings at 3-1 to find a new quarterback to finally replace Eli Manning.
Those of you Giants fans who want to take advantage of that, make sure you also hit the link below and get a $500 first bet match. Who do you like? Eagles 9.5. Love. Is this before the Jordan Howard move?
Yes. No. So these odds came out after Jordan Howard came in.
Love it.
Yeah. So it's
11. Give me 11. Can I tease that up to 11 and get some more value?
I have fun trying to do that, but
Give me 10
I'm with
and a
you.
half.
But we are homers, so it's over. I'll be on the over as well. I'm sure the money line on that's probably going to get jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be over 9.5 minus 130 if it's not there already.
Take it. Go 11. So with the start of baseball, obviously the betting focus has moved on a little bit certainly from football and basketball. Now we get into the spring season and a couple of big events.
Masters coming up April 11th. That is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Always very popular bet. See where Mr. Tiger Woods is. Odds to win the Masters. Tiger comes in at plus 1,200 or 12-1. That is behind Rory, Dustin Johnson, and Justin Rose. And just after Tiger is John Rahm at plus 1,400 at DraftKings Sportsbook. So I would expect the major leaders here in NJ Sports Betting are hoping for a very, very nice betting handle on the Masters.
You a Masters guy?
I am a Masters guy. I definitely take it's. I almost
sporting
take
events
that Thursday.
Rank your sporting events.
Major. Well, Super Bowl. Super Bowl number 1. March bowling maybe. March Madness. Masters is up there pretty high. I have to say, I rank it as you stop your day to go watch something on television midday.
It's good.
For me, the Masters certainly grabs my attention.
All right, so I would actually, the Super Bowl is a tough one because that's like the no-brainer, but if you're going to classify it by stop your day, I actually have Masters above March Madness.
Okay.
Especially Masters Sunday.
Masters
Sunday.
sure.
What's your favorite version of the theme song? You like the slow version or do you like the with the violins?
Anything.
Nance loves the violins on moving day on Saturday.
Anything that the poetry of Jim Nance is guiding me with, I'll follow.
It's a big betting event. Make sure you hit the link below, subscribe to our channel. Hit the link below to get our Masters betting guide when it comes out, and we will have tons of Masters content here. And be sure to subscribe. For Jason, I'm Kyle. We'll see you back here on Broadlines tomorrow.